Welcome back to Welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright. Justice for All. On our last exciting episode, well, we basically threw Francisca in the corner, and we're almost ready to put the clothesline on her. As we deal with the conclusion of the first half of this case, Phoenix is going to do some stuff that he thought he'd never find himself doing. June 21st, 11:37 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Whew, that was a close one.
I know you were giving it your all to defend me, but I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air.
I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself.
But you were wonderful out there. You listened carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone to believe in you.
Thanks. Wait, tricked?
That must be the lawyer secret technique, right? By the way, is the next witness who I think it is?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a lot of heart.
Oh, another jam like always. Remember, Nick, you promised you'd save me. If you lose, my girls will come after you, my sis, and will haunt you.
Damn it, Sheena, stop it!
Your sister? Are you talking about Mystic Mia? Yeah, do you remember her apparently? My sister was a super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher. Oh, I didn't know that.
Moving on. 11:43 a.m. later in the day. District Court, courtroom number 2. Court will now reconvene. Now the first order of... I don't want to hear it, old man. After I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy. Sounds like Sheena. Anyway. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, dear Lord. Bring in the photographer who witnessed the chanting. Witness your name and occupation, if you please.
Hey, Phoenix, how you doing?
Just fine.
Sorry about this. Didn't exactly have a choice, you know.
Ah! Name and occupation.
I declare one-tone nation. Hey, Judge, this here is violence against my fair self.
That's fine.
That's fine. That ain't fine. That's a whip.
If you really want to know, that's a vampire killer. Only in space form.
Ah!
There's no need for foolish outcries from foolish fools. Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day of the murder.
I haven't even gotten to say my name and job yet, bitch.
The name's Lightheart, paranormal photographer. I'm here to testify. No, this will be one big happy family. Okay. No, Judge, this is not going to bode well. Not for her, not for me, not for anybody in this goddamn courtroom. That's not going to happen. Witness account. Only the doc and the defendant went in the challenge chamber. We were waiting outside the door, and then bang, we heard this gunshot. Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down, and we rushed into the room. Inside was the dead victim and the defendant, waving a pistol around. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room. And did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place?
Wrecking cause?
Excuse me?
Wrecking cause. Short for wrecking a cause, I did.
Ah!
Does it look like I care?
Just hurry up and show your picture to the court. Ooh. My leg. The moment of truth. What will be in that picture? Let's see here. This here's the picture. It would certainly seem that only the defendant and the victim were in that room. So we get Lotta's photo added to the record. Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I will clear all doubt about Maya through this cross-examination. Just watch me. Well, all we gotta do is press everything. So we start with 1. Was it really only those 2 that went in? Objection! Shit! What are you blabbering about? You were there too, were you not? Oh. Why don't you answer that yourself? Was it really just the 2 of you? Yes, Dr. Gray and Maya were the only 2 who went to the room. Oh, hold on, we can't have the defense testifying against his own client. Anyway, folks, only the 2 of them went into the trial chamber, you hear? But you know that from the very beginning, didn't you? Witness, continue. Was it really a gunshot? Objection. Oh, fuck. Are you insane? You must have heard it as well. Why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Was it really a gunshot? Yes, I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot. And why are we here listening to the defense testify? And the world becomes just a little crueler. I heard a gunshot a long time ago, so I know. And I'll tell you that was a gunshot I heard. Now this is where the story heats up. So, let me get this straight. This Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down? Honestly, Mr. Phoenix Wright, why don't you tell us what happened then? Yes, Miss Von Karma, I broke the door down. Sorry. Why does it feel like an inquisition? No need for apologizing, that was great. You're a real man. Oh, really? That's something I would have liked to see. The judge is smiling rather openly. I think that's a good sign. And what did you say once you broke in? Are you sure it was the defendant Maya Fey? Sure, I'm sure. Lotta seems awful confident in her testimony. Press harder. Lotta, please, think back to that day one more time. Well, what you getting at? Remember what you said when we broke into the room? I was mad. Click. Lotta, at a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? When you saw the murderer at that time, you couldn't tell if it was Maya Fey or not. Am I correct? You see... Hold up, Miss Hart. You are here to present accurate testimony. Yeah, sorry. Good. This shifts things back to my side. For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Witness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber. When they entered? One of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fey, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it was Maya that went in. Looks like we've come to a collective conclusion. The person in this picture is most certainly Maya Fey. Exactly. Rats, and I'm trapped like one. Again. And we're going to press number 5. Are you absolutely certain of that?
Sure am, but that old witch chased us out of the room, so...
Old witch. Does she mean Morgan Fay? And if you don't see the joke in her name or a reference, then my God, you really need to brush up on your history.
But there was no one else in there, and you know it.
The channeling chamber was very dark, almost pitch black. Was there really no one else in there? What about behind the folding screen? What about behind the folding screen? Did you check back there?
Red Given!
What in the...
Red Given, you reckon that's a given. I took me a good look around the room once. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that fold screen.
If I may have a word with you, Miss Hart.
What? You got a problem?
I am having a little difficulty in understanding you. If you would stop saying such things as
Nothing, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you see a problem with your testimonial, don't you?
Just as I thought. There is nothing wrong with her testimony. I was with her, so I know she's telling the truth. Enough. Seems that there are no issues with Miss Hart's testimony.
At the time of the crime, only 2 people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Miss Maya. I might as well say Miss Maya Fair.
The face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, if we think about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant. What am I going to do if I just let this go? What is it, Mr. Wright? You look as if you have something to say. If I make one wrong move, I'm going to have the judge against me. Is there anything I can present that would prove it's not Maya in that photo? Well, the thing is, we can't present anything yet. Well, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor.
That's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You really should give up trying to prove this is not my affair.
I didn't say anything about giving up. I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument. That's enough? Is this it? Is this all I could do? I think it is quite obvious to this court that a verdict of not guilty is not possible.
I told you. Totally, 100% impossible.
Miss Von Karma, do you have any further questions for this witness?
Having established the defendant's guilt, further questioning won't be needed.
What about the defense? No further questions, I presume? I couldn't protect Maya. The defense...
Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. A lawyer is someone who smiles, no matter how bad it gets.
Mia? Tits! I guess I made it just in time when you say. But, pearls! Indeed. Her clothes are a bit small. Yeah, but they fit you well. Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go. But how? She's already taken she's taken away every advantage. The advantage is still in your hand. Think carefully, one more time, about what you saw in the channeling chamber. Do you remember what you told me yesterday? Dr. Gray! I was murdered. What? Lord, at a time like this!
Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots.
You see, there is one final piece of the puzzle. Mia? Question Lata one more time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing it subconsciously or on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully. Now then, this court would like to end the cross-examination period. Please wait, Your Honor. The defense would like to request that the witness testify one more time. Overruled. I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. The cross-examination has already ended. Furthermore, any unrelated... It's fine. I'll allow another testimony. Von Karma's case is perfect. Absolutely flawless. Flawless! A much better time than this for you to see that. But I mean, I have some place I must go after this. All right, I'll allow it. Miss Hart, hurry, give us another testimony before I share myself. Well, heck, what am I supposed to talk about? Please tell us once more what happened when you burst into the channeling chamber.
Okay, you got it.
See, you got through to the judge somehow, right? Well, actually it was Von Karma's whip that got through to him. Witness account, part 2. When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was Maya. I was kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff, but I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot. Just like that. Nothing sounds different from before. Some parts of her testimony were very vague. I should press her on those sections. Struggle all you like as you taste the bitterness of your defeat. Well, amuse me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm waiting. Well, there's only one thing we had to do. Go from 1, 2, 3, and 4. And press. 2, right?
2 what?
2 shots. You took 2 shots. But only one has been submitted as evidence. Miss Hart, where's the other picture you have been withholding?
No, you've got it all wrong. It's not me. I didn't mean anything bad, but I know I could be a little mean, but I ain't evil.
Well, at least she knows herself. Then why have you not shown this other picture to the court yet?
Well, ain't it obvious that prosecutor woman told me to shut my trap about it?
What? Miss Von Karma, you're hiding critical evidence? Really? You're hiding evidence? Really? Wow, we didn't know. Unforgivable, Von Karma. Suppress evidence like this. You're as bad as your father. Confront. Your Honor, the defense asks that Prosecutor Von Karma be held in contempt of court. Well, yes.
Me in contempt of court? You can't be serious.
But you hid evidence from the court on purpose. That's not fair.
Phoenix, are you a lawyer or a schoolchild?
That was so angry. I lost my composure.
Yeah.
Miss Von Karma, would you care to explain yourself to this court?
I thought this picture was not important and thus felt no need to submit it. That's all.
How could you think?
The pictures were more or less the same, so I bothered with the second. I mean, it's just so much more trouble. Then it's worth for me to submit this as evidence.
More trouble than it's worth? How can you say that?
If you want to see it that badly, I'll submit it.
So we get the second picture. And that second picture is... not Maya, but goddamn, she got a rack on her.
Wow.
What is this picture?
It's obvious. The second picture that witness took that day at the scene of the crime. Well, it's a little off-center, but that's what you get with a nervous amateur.
Well, I think the important point here is the person in this picture. This is most definitely not my thing. What is the meaning of this? This might be the break I was looking for. Now, should I not insist that this person is not Maya? Well, the answer to that is he says it's not Maya. Your Honor, as you can plainly see, the person in this picture is not Maya Fey. Yes, I see that. It's not just her face. Her whole body has taken on a different appearance. And her breasts look dirty. There is only one conclusion that can be drawn then. That somehow this other person snuck in and traded places with the defendant. Order! 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 Well, yes, I believe you are correct, Mr. Wright. The person who was inside the channeling chamber was not Maya Fey. Mia, we did it! You're too soft. You're softer than Aunt Morgan's strawberry desserts, Phoenix. Take a look at Prosecutor Von Karma's face. Oh, shit! She's smiling? I think you had better continue to worry, Mr. Felix Wright. Miss Von Karma, what do you mean by that? Your Honor, I would like for you to take a look at this picture. This was taken yesterday at the detention center's visitor room. This is Mr. Felix Wright and the defendant, Maya Fey, during his visit. Maya Fey? But isn't this a totally different person? She looks this way because she is obviously in the middle of channeling a spirit. It's unbelievable that she can have big boobs like that. Oh, sorry. However, it is true. When my Fae is in that state, she physically changes into the person she's calling. I wonder if she knows what she's doing. Mia! Taking pictures of someone during a private visit is illegal. The picture can't be submitted as evidence. Obviously, this picture is illegal, but I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place. What is she? From the moment I showed this picture to the court, this case became all mine. After all, this image has now been forever burned into the judge's mind. Yeah, the tits have forever been burned into the judge's mind. See? I don't even have a single witty line. It looks like we've been had. I don't claim to understand this, and I still cannot believe it. Are you saying that this person is the defendant my affair? If I give up here, the trial will end. But if I slip up and say something wrong, it will cost me. Is there any way I can prove that the picture in this person is not mine? I can't prove it. Your Honor. Oh, the fire has returned to your eyes, I see. This picture. Within this picture lies a critical contradiction to all the testimony up until now. A contradiction? So, you think you've spotted a problem with this picture? Then earn your keep. What? Why don't you point out exactly what is so strange in this picture for the court? Well, note that there is no bullet hole in the left sleeve. Left sleeve. Buyout. The contradiction lies here. You don't sound very sure of yourself, Mr. Wright. Excuse me, but can you really tell me how much confidence I have in this? What is with that attitude? Ow, that hurt! Didn't we just finish discussing that our channeling changes during channeling? Didn't we just finish? I get it too harsh. Didn't we just finish discussing that her appearance changes during channeling? I know you ain't no dummy, so there's a limit to everything. Yeah. That's one thing I'm supposed to... Yes. Shut up! Even more is mad at me now. I have to focus. Okay, let's do this again. It's not here. I thought it was there, but I believe it's right here. I might be wrong. I'm sure there's no bullet hole in the left sleeve. But, yeah, the left sleeve. I gotta think, reverse that. Please direct your attention here. To the sleeve. But there isn't anything odd about it. And that is exactly what is so odd! That something that should be there is suddenly missing? Should be there. There was a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume on the right side, but the problem with me was I was looking reversed. I should have been looking reversed. Because my right would be my left, and my left would be my right. reversed. If that's the case, then it should be in this picture as well. Miss Von Karma, you intend to hide this valuable piece of evidence? You will most certainly be assigned a penalty for this. Alright, this should do some major damage to our argument. Don't celebrate yet. You like to bring down the mood, don't you? Take a look at Miss Von Karma's face. Again. God!
She's got that condescending grin plastered all over her face again. She's jumping the gun? Again, I see, Your Honor. I would like to extend an apology on behalf of those incompetent fools.
What do you mean? And what do you mean, incompetent fools?
If those fools down at the precinct had missed a bullet hole, I would have gotten a report about it. As I didn't, I could not have known that this picture was of any value to this case.
I see. She's lying through her teeth, I know it. That woman knew everything. That woman knew about everything. The bullet hole, the picture, everything.
But you can't prove that. Franziska Von Karma's idea of a perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think? Your Honor, you need not worry. If you must assign a penalty, I'll personally make sure that detective gets what's coming.
Oh.
I'm sure there will be a great gnashing of teeth at the next silly discussion.
Poor Gumshoe. In any case, this is one very big problem. When the defendant was taken into custody, her costume had a bullet hole in the sleeve. However, from this photo, it would appear that right after the shooting, there was none.
The judge is confused by this strange twist of events. This is your chance, Phoenix. Load all you've got into this one shot, alright?
And blow my load into her face. Okay, I got it. Got it. Watch this, Maya. Your Honor, there is one logical explanation for this. Explanation for this contradiction? The shooter
is someone else.
The defendant's sleeve had a bullet hole in it. However, this person clearly does not. There can be only one explanation. The person who shot Dr. Gray was not the defendant, but a different person altogether.
What?
Order! If order is not restored, I will suspend this trial. Go!
Why me? The defense argument is a complete mess!
A complete mess. I fail to see how. Please, enlighten us.
Hey, witness! Go! What the hell? Is that a way to ask a gal a favor? Be quiet, you! You were the one who said it was only the two devil in the third room! Well, you know, if you were lying, I swear that my VIP will be the last thing you'll see! Look, sis, you're looking mighty scared, so why don't we say you... No! I swear I wasn't lying or nothing! There wasn't anything else in there, honest! You'll see. Now riddle me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright! That is the defendant advantage too! Advantage is such a feeling appear from.
Why is it lately all I want to do is cry? Well, if the person in this picture is not the defendant, then this poses two very big questions. First, where did the defendant vanish to? And second, where does this person come from?
That's right. Now help it out, some Phoenix Wright!
Come on, you can't fall apart here, Phoenix Wright. I can't believe that even me is calling me by my full name. But, I mean, how am I supposed to prove something like this? had enough yet, Phoenix Wright? Or do you think you have... Or do you think you have enough in you to turn things around even now? To turn things around? That's right. Mia would always turn things around and change her perspective. Phoenix, so where did this intruder appear from? And where did Maya disappear to? I need to look at this situation from a different angle. Let's see. What if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room? And what if Maya had already left that room somehow? If I could prove that either one of those conditions were true. Mr. Wright, let's hear what you've come up with. I think what happened before we force our way into the channeling chamber is... Maya left the room. Maya left the channeling chamber at some point. And the defense can prove this. Oh, how a foolish fool makes a foolish face while dreaming foolish dreams. Please try to say that 5 times fast, anyone. Maya Fey was being looked after by her Aunt Morgan Fey. The chances of her leaving the crime scene is lower than that detective's salary. Anyway, let's see some evidence. Prove that from the murder until the time of arrest, the defendant had left the room. Oh, that's easy. This black key, right here. Take that! Miss Hart, do you remember this key? Well, I've seen it. Hey! That's the channeling chamber key, right? Before channeling started, Maya locked the door from the inside with that. The defendant herself locked the door. Yeah, that's why we all couldn't get the door open. That key's the only one of its kind, after all. Oh, one of a kind, you say? Wait, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, looks like she's catching on. I'm afraid to ask, but why is that key currently in your possession? What do you mean? If Maya Fey locked herself in, then the key should have been with her. Yes, agreed. However, she did not have the key at the time of her arrest. Ah! Well, ain't that a kick? So how come you're home then? I got this as a present from a certain little girl. And that little girl was nowhere near the crime scene at that time. That's preposterous! This means that Maya Fey must have left the room. If she had not, then I would not be holding this key you see before you. No! Seems we have come to an impasse. This picture has clearly captured the face of the murderer. However, is this person the defendant or not? The defense is arguing that this person is not the defendant. Furthermore, as proof, this key has been submitted as evidence. Ms. Von Karma, how can this be? At this point in time, a verdict on the defendant is not possible. My perfect kiss! Oh, he's not wrong! He's my perfect kiss! Don't think you've won yet, Phoenix Wright. I am a prodigy. I have never lost a kiss. And I don't intend to lose you in this courtroom to a fool like you! I don't care what I have to do. I will get my guilty verdict! That's enough! If you'd like to continue, do so in the lobby. Court will reconvene tomorrow at 10 a.m. That is all. Goes Jen! June 21st, 1:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Nobby number 3.
Wow! That was you, Bray? You saw my sis? Yes, I felt I had no choice. Good going, Bray. I knew you were special. Nick, did you know?
Yeah, it's not like anyone else in there could have done that.
Nick, I know you were trying really hard and all, but I really don't remember ever leaving that room. And I don't think that other person could have gone to that room.
Yeah. Well, at least we have until tomorrow to figure things out. Like, what happened in that room, for instance?
Yeah, I'm counting on you. Aw, having the two of you. Oh, by the way, Nick, do you think you could take Pearly back home for me?
Sure. Alright, Pearls. You ready to go buy some tickets?
Huh? A ticket?
Poor thing. So sheltered. And with that, I think that will do it for tonight's case. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here. And in the next part, we're going to go on a little investigation to clear all this mess up and hopefully finish this case once and for all. When Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Justice for All continues in a while. Thanks for watching.